Hello, I'm Naomi Ray, Professor of Psychiatric Genetics at the University of Queensland and also the University of Oxford. First, I would like to thank you for your participation in the Australian Genetics of Depression study. This is viewed internationally as a groundbreaking study, and other studies have been modelled on it. It has made a major contribution to the discovery of more than 600 DNA variants associated with depression. These results are being used in research in many different directions, including development of new drugs, and also to understand the differences between people who have depression in their lifetime. The Australian Genetics of Depression study is led by Professor Nick Martin and his team at QIMR Berghofer, in collaboration with psychiatrist Professor Ian Hickey and his team at the Brain and Mind Centre at the University of Sydney, and also in collaboration with my team at the University of Queensland. And I am the lead investigator on this study called AGDS Cellomics, or CELLO. In the CELLO study, we want to go one step further in our goal of tailoring treatments for the individual. This is called personalised medicine. Personalised medicine is progressing in other fields of medicine, for example, treatments of cancer. But to progress personalised medicine in the context of depression needs further research and, frankly, more data. This study aims to advance the treatment of depression by collecting very specific information on your experience with depression and your personal treatment journey. In this study, we have invited AGDS participants based on what we already know about their experiences with antidepressants, both through the questionnaire answers and through the analysis of prescription data from the government's pharmaceutical benefits scheme that you allowed us to access. The CELLO project team has developed a new questionnaire where we're really trying to get at the specific detail of each person's journey with depression. What are the key symptoms that define your depression? How do antidepressants change these symptoms? We know that some of the questions may be difficult to answer. Maybe the answers aren't straightforward or are difficult to remember. We recognise this, and so we just ask you to answer as best you can. And we've also included options for you to not provide an answer at all. But all of the information that you're able to share with us will be of great value and will make a positive contribution when analysed across people. So I encourage you to respond as best you can. The other novel component of this study is that we ask you to provide a blood sample. Previously, you provided a spit sample from which we derive DNA. However, in this study, we would like to collect blood cells from which cell-based experiments can be conducted. Advances in science are truly amazing. From cells taken from a blood sample, it's now possible to grow neuronal cells or create a network of different cell types all in a dish. We want to investigate if cell-based experiments can be developed that would predict the best antidepressant that should be selected for the person that provides the blood sample. Such approaches are already being investigated for other common disorders like diabetes. I have to admit that this is the future vision of the study for which new grant funding is needed, but this will only be possible once we have a collection of blood samples which are associated with specific depression symptom information for the individual. The AGDS team are really excited by how this approach could really make a difference to progress research for depression. I really hope that you will be willing to join our study. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our team for a chat. If you decide to join, once you've completed the online questionnaire, we will send you a blood sample collection kit for you to take to your nearest participating pathology lab. Your blood samples will be taken by a professional and sent on to our internationally accredited Human Studies unit here at the University of Queensland for processing and storage. Once we receive the blood sample, we will issue you with a voucher to compensate you for your time. Lastly, simply thank you. It is only with the help of people like you that research can progress to make a difference, ultimately, for those currently impacted by depression and for those who will be impacted in future. Thank you.